Hey, what's up, everyone? This is going to be a review of the Royal Rumble. I have to say, this Rumble was very, very entertaining. It was very, very exciting. It's one of those Rumbles where, if you watch it for the first time, you'll be very, very entertained by it. The pay-per-view level of anticipation and excitement was definitely there. It definitely had that big feel WWE pay-per-view feel to it. So I know, but this is one of the things where if you watch it with knowing the spoilers and knowing the results, you probably think it probably wasn't that great. But I was entertained by it. I just thought there was a lot of great build-up for WrestleMania, a lot of unpredictability. Overall, very, very fun show with probably the best first half of any Royal Rumble ever. I really, really enjoyed the first half of that Royal Rumble, and the undercard matches did deliver. So let's get right down to it. We have Edge versus Dolph Ziggler for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is an awesome match. I'm going to give it 4.25 stars. I felt like Edge and Ziggler really delivered a great match with a great crowd. Ziggler got a lot of fan support. There was "Let's Go Ziggler" chants. Edge was kind of the thing that saved him was Vicky Guerrero implementing that he cannot do the spear. So that kind of stacked the odds against him, got the fans on his side. But yeah, this is great. I just thought this was an awesome match. I mean, Ziggler's definitely improved so much. I can't say enough about this guy. I've been kind of sleeping on him, but this guy is a tremendous talent, tremendous athleticism. He's in great shape. The thing about Edge is, Edge put on a good showing. I would probably say this is probably one of Edge's top 20 matches in his whole career. So I think that kind of says a lot right there. And one of the best opening pay-per-view matches in WWE history. I just thought it was that good. Um, but the thing about Edge is, it just seems like he's in the worst shape of his career, and I'm just not so sure why he's the champion, number one, and why is he a babyface? Because I thought his babyface push to the championship or to WrestleMania last year was kind of forced, and it just seemed like it was kind of a failure in retrospect. So I'm not so sure why they turned him babyface again. But I don't know. I mean, he did a great job out there, but I just don't see him as being like a mega respectable champion heading into WrestleMania. I would love to see Edge versus Christian at Mania, but I seriously doubt that would happen. Uh, so we'll see what happens there. I definitely see Miz holding on to the belt until WrestleMania. I think it's just too late to get rid of the championship off of the Miz. That doesn't make any sense. But you know what I'm trying to say. And then Edge, I definitely think there's a bigger chance that Edge will lose the belt heading into WrestleMania. So we'll see what happens there. All right, next up we have the Miz versus Randy Orton. I'm not a big fan of either guy's in-ring wrestling ability, but I have to admit that this match was very, very good. There was a lot of drama. I think the thing that made this match great was the unpredictability, number one, and number two, the finishing sequence and the interference was extremely well done. I'd probably give it an A+ as far as the execution of the overall finish to this match. But my problem with Randy Orton is it just seems like his popularity wasn't there tonight. I thought the Miz actually had a little bit more of the smarter fans on his side tonight. There was a little bit of a mixed reaction for Orton. I thought some of Orton's offense was kind of goofy. Just not a spectacular match. You got two guys in there that don't really bust their ass in the ring. So you kind of had to expect a mediocre match. But I would say it kind of delivered, just slightly overachieved. Like I said, it was very, very unpredictable. A lot of drama. The finishing sequence with Nexus getting involved was extremely well done. I thought Punk got a phenomenal reaction when he gave Orton to go to sleep. He kind of got like that old school ECW type of heel reaction. So I just thought that came off really, really well. I mean, this is just a good match. I'll probably give it 3.5 stars just because of the booking and the execution and the drama. So the Miz actually retained. So I really thought Orton had a chance of winning this match. I felt like there was a huge chance. Why not just give Orton the belt heading back into WrestleMania? But if you think about it, the Miz has been making all these appearances, all these media appearances, and kind of busting his ass as far as the promotional stuff goes. So you kind of had to expect the Miz to retain. But still a good match, though. I mean, good stuff. I mean, obviously, if you thought this was going to be a 5-star match, then I mean, you were definitely crazy because I think 3.5 stars. You would say these guys definitely overachieved for what this match was, and good booking too. I love the booking with Alex Riley getting involved, and then they kind of teased Orton winning the match with the RKO, and then Punk hitting that go to sleep was just an awesome finish right there. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, I don't think anything is set in stone. People are saying Miz versus Cena definite for WrestleMania, Orton versus CM Punk definite for WrestleMania, but I still think it's just a little bit too early to jump to that conclusion. All right, so let's just jump to the Royal Rumble match. I thought the Royal Rumble was very, very entertaining for the first half of the Rumble. I mean, just awesome stuff here. I mean, the CM Punk was the real winner of the Royal Rumble, in my opinion. I know Alberto Del Rio won. I don't know if that's a great decision or not at this point. We'll have to see. It's something that we can't really judge right now. I think looking back on it after WrestleMania, we'll see in retrospect, was it really the right decision after all the build-up is done. But if anyone's stock raised after this pay-per-view, it was CM Punk. CM Punk played an awesome heel, a great leader. He did a great job of mixing comedy and being a cocky heel. He just performed beautifully throughout this whole night. And started off with Punk and Daniel Bryan. That's a dream match that you could definitely explore down the road within the WWE. They teased a lot of great stuff between them tonight, which was great. John Morrison put on a good showing. He delivered a must-see spot. Morrison, Punk, and Danny Bryan, just awesome stuff between them. They definitely, the three guys that really carried the first half of the Rumble. And it was just beautiful. It was just great stuff. I mean, I was just so into it. Even when Punk was doing the Nexus stuff, when he was teaming up with the Nexus, you would think that would actually be boring, to see a stable just eliminate guy after guy after guy. But you were kind of like on the edge of your feet, just waiting to see who would be the guy to finally eliminate some of these guys. And unfortunately, it was John Cena. But give CM Punk credit; he was just awesome throughout this whole night. Like I said, he mixed a little bit of comedy in there as well. With the thing with R-Truth, when he eliminated R-Truth, he was like, "What's up?" I just thought that was extremely funny. So yeah, Punk was definitely a genius tonight. But things kind of got fucked up when Cena came into the match. Um, Before Cena came in, Booker T got a phenomenal reaction, and later on Nash got a great reaction as well. So give those guys credit. Um, but I don't know, man. It seemed Cena just eliminated Punk, and it felt like everything Punk did was just kind of all for nothing at that point because he worked so hard. It was just so nicely executed. And then Cena came in, and Cena and Hornswoggle were just kind of like killing air. It just kind of created like a huge dead buzz to the Rumble. Whatever kind of momentum the Rumble had, it just kind of got fucked up towards the middle of that Rumble match. So, yeah. But, yeah, Booker T got probably the best pop of his life. But aside from that, they did this huge thing with Cena and Orton. They tried to have Orton and Cena stare each other down. They did it like 3 different times. And they tried to make it out like it was Rock and Austin staring at each other, or Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. They tried to get that type of reaction, but it was just zero reaction, zero buzz. I hope Vince McMahon takes a look at that and just realizes that, maybe it's finally time to give up on, John Cena and Randy Orton in the main event all the time. I definitely think fans want a change of, just want a changing of the guard, someone else, someone fresh, someone new, like a John Morrison or a CM Punk or a Daniel Bryan. I definitely think it's time to, pull the trigger on Cena and Orton constantly main eventing pay-per-views and WrestleManias. So we'll see what happens there. But The Miz actually came out with Alex Riley and eliminated John Cena from behind. So I don't know. It looks like we'll probably get Miz versus Cena at WrestleMania, but I don't think anything's set in stone right now. Punk and Cena definitely have a lot of unfinished business. I would rather see Punk versus Cena at WrestleMania. Uh, Punk versus Orton at WrestleMania. I don't see that creating that big type of WrestleMania feel. I just don't think a lot of people will care as much. I think Punk versus Cena is definitely more of a money match. But we'll see what happens. Alberto Del Rio winning. They did the thing with Santino. It was all right. Wade Barrett kind of had a forgettable performance tonight. I'm definitely glad he didn't win the Rumble. He's a great on the mic, a great leader, but just pretty awful in the ring, I would say. I mean, just didn't do anything to impress me tonight. But just a fun Rumble. Alberto Del Rio winning, like I said, I think it's kind of undeserved at this point. But let's wait and see. I haven't seen a lot of him so far. I don't think I've even seen an Alberto Del Rio match, to tell you the truth. I haven't seen him like in a one-on-one type of match. So I'm not really sure what his wrestling ability is. I know he wrestled for CMLL down in Mexico. So I'm sure he has some wrestling ability to a degree. And but his charisma speaks for itself. I mean, the guy's definitely one of the most charismatic guys I've ever seen step into a WWE ring. So I think that says a lot right there. But we'll see what happens. I think it's too early to tell. People were excited that Edge won the Rumble last year, but looking back on it, it was kind of pointless and really essentially did nothing for Edge. But I'm happy Alberto Del Rio won to a degree because finally it's someone new. It's someone that needed the victory. Will give him a lot of momentum heading into WrestleMania. But I don't think Del Rio versus Edge is a big enough WrestleMania match. If anything, I see Edge, probably losing the belt heading into the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. But we'll see what happens there. Should be great. You know, the road to WrestleMania is extremely exciting every single year. You can't deny it. And this is a fun show. I mean, technically, maybe it wasn't a spectacular Rumble from top to bottom, but there was a lot of good things about it. But there was a lot of negative things too. But a lot of questions will be answered. You know, I was kind of one more thing. I was just kind of disappointed that Triple H, um, Undertaker, Jericho, or Christian. I was expecting at least one of those guys to return. We didn't really get that, especially being with 40 guys in the Rumble match. You would expect, you know, at least one of those guys to come back. But you know, 40 guys in the Rumble, I thought it kind of worked. I thought it made the Rumble just a little bit more exciting, especially for the first time. It definitely felt like a bigger Rumble match to me. It definitely had that big, you know, Rumble feel to it. So I think it accomplished that. So that's pretty much it. You know, it was a good show, but not great. You know, a little bit things kind of some of the things kind of disappointed me, but overall the result was still, you know, you still had a fun time watching it. So that's pretty much all I can say. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. All right.